Hello everybody, this is Richard Sispin back at Sphere, and I wanted to make a video to talk about masturbation, and I hope that YouTube doesn't try to take off my video. If it does, and if it's gone in a few days, then I apologize, but I hope that this video does help you guys a lot, and we'll just get straight into the video. So take care, everybody. Hello everyone, this is Richard Sispin back at Sphere, and I wanted to talk about masturbation and the involvement of masturbation with psychokinesis development. And it is a very sensitive topic that I think so few people online on YouTube that practice psychokinesis do and have spoken about. But they haven't. I think that I watched a few of them, but I'm just going to give my own advice on it because I had some YouTubers in the past tell me that they were concerned about it and that they wanted to have some advice on how to manage it, when to do it, when maybe not to do it at all. And the only thing I can say is that we're human beings and we're sexual, so we have to be very careful and not overdo it, but then not not to do it too less. Because what it is that when you do something that's sexual, when you have sex or masturbate, it really does help and benefit you as a person. It helps to relax the mind and it helps you focus. And but at the same time, when you do it less, it also has benefits. Science has proven that it's that you are able to get benefits from it, to also be able to be more focused, and it has a lot of implications in your emotional state, both. So it's like a double-edged sword. So they have positive benefits when you do it and when you don't. But when you do it too excessively, then it becomes teeter-tottering on one side too much. Then that's when you run into some problems and you get more emotional distress and you start to lose focus, and it really causes a lot of things. Science has proven that too. But then if you do it too less, it can have some good benefits, but at the same time, it's wise to at least do it a little bit. So you have to find in a balance, an equilibrium to where you're doing it at the right moments in your life, but not too less. To where you're doing it enough, but not too little. Just right there in equilibrium, because it has benefits to do it and it has benefits not to do it too much. So you want to have that equilibrium in the middle. And this is the thing too, is that so that you can have the same benefits and maybe have more when you're just doing it, but not too much. And there's another thing too, is that people who have problems doing masturbation too often or having sex too often, it's like an addiction, like food addiction or drug addiction. When people do these things too often, what happens is that it's because they're trying to cover up an emotional problem. They have some emotional distress that they need to resolve. And that's the thing, is that you may have some emotional distress that you need to resolve and you need to fix in order to avoid overdoing it. So there's some things in the past that you need to fix. Some scientists have proven that addiction stems from childhood trauma or stress or something like that. And so what it is that if you're overdoing it, you have to resolve a lot of things that are stemming from the past that is causing you some emotional problems. And so that's my advice, is that you have to find an equilibrium. You have to find a nice healthy balance to where you're doing it, but you're not doing it too much, and then you're not doing it too little at the same time, so you can have that proper emotional stability in your life. Because you get the pleasure of sex, masturbation does a lot of good things to you. It causes you to have endorphins that liven you up, and they help you with your practice psychokinesis. But at the same time, when you don't do it, the same thing happens. You're able to be more focused. You don't get the endorphins, but you're able to see life more clearly. But at the same time, when you do it, you're able to see life more clearly. So you see, kind of like there's this thing to where you have to find a proper balance of not masturbating and masturbating, and or not overeating and and overeating. It's the same thing. So like there's no escape. That's what I'm trying to say, is that as humans there's no escape from the fact that we basically need to do masturbation, and we need sex because it gives a lot of stimulants and it helps us to feel good. And it's a natural thing that we can do. So we have to find an equilibrium and the balance in that. And so that's the thing, is that people have been asking me this question for many years. I didn't know how to answer it, but now I have to kind of look into it. And I hope that YouTube doesn't try to shut me down or shut down my video or this video. If this video is on and in like 3 or 4 days it's still on, but then the fifth day it's you guys can't find it, well, it's probably because YouTube probably did something and I had to remove it or completely delete it. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But that's the thing, is that in life you have to find an equilibrium, not just in sexual pleasure or in eating or drugs, but just in general life. Finding the right type of people to be around with. And maybe you need some fun, crazy person that's not too negative. You need some crazy people in your life to make life more fun, but then you can't be around them too much because then it could cause some problems. And but then you can't be around people that are too boring either. You need them to create some stability, but then you can't be around them because that causes problems too. So like you have to find the equilibrium in what you're doing so you can practice your psychokinesis and get better with it. And so that's just it. That's just a video, and I hope that helps you guys. It's just a simple, straightforward thing, and I needed to just bring it up so that we can talk about it and discuss it. Let me just see where I'm at right now. Let's see right now. So that's basically it. That's just my advice. Just find equilibrium. Don't get too excessive. Don't get drawn in too much into doing something too excessively. But then don't do it too little, because that thing that you do excessively can help you. But when you do it at right increments, not too much, and so that you can find that scale, be in the scale to where you're not over here too much or you're not over there, you're right here, and you find that perfect equilibrium. So I hope that this helps you guys. I hope that it really resolves a lot of things. You can look online and find some other people that can give you better, maybe more detailed advice. You can go on nofap.com to talk about that. But over-sexualization is a problem in society, and we have to find a way to find an equilibrium to where we can have it, but not too much. And find that perfect balance right in the middle, right there. So just go check out YouTube. There's plenty of videos, older ones that have been around for a long time, and some newer ones, I think. But it's all about psychological, emotional stability with psychokinesis. Find that equilibrium. Don't rush, don't push, not too much, not too little. That's what it is. So take care. Hope this helps you, and God bless. Take care.